Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. If you're anything like us, you know that the humble .22 LR is still king when it comes to affordability, versatility, and just plain fun at the range. But 2025 has completely changed the game. This year brought a wave of innovation to the world of .22 LR ammunition, and in this video, we're breaking down the 7 best new rimfire rounds that deserve a spot in your range bag. From super quiet subsonics to blazing hypervelocity loads, ammo makers are pushing the boundaries of what .22 can do. We'll cover key specs, use cases, and why these new rounds are making waves in the shooting community. And stick around to the end because we'll tell you which one of these we think is the absolute best value for your hard-earned cash. Let's get into it. First up, we've got Remington's brand new Performance Wheel Gun 22. Round number 1, Remington Performance Wheel Gun 22. Now, as the name suggests, Remington has specifically engineered these rounds for revolver shooters, and honestly, it's about time someone focused on this niche. What makes these rounds special is Remington's new proprietary bullet design with what they're calling cylinder gap compensation. Essentially, they've engineered these rounds to minimize velocity loss when fired through revolvers, where you typically lose some power due to that cylinder gap. Another interesting feature is the special powder formula Remington developed for these rounds. They claim it's specifically calibrated to provide more complete combustion in shorter revolver barrels. This means you'll get more consistent performance from guns like the Ruger LCR or Smith & Wesson J-frames with their shorter 1.875-inch barrels. Remington rates these at 1,140 feet per second from a 4-inch test barrel, putting them right in that sweet spot between standard and high velocity. This gives them enough energy for small game hunting while maintaining excellent accuracy potential. The Performance Wheel Gun 22 comes in 50-round boxes with Remington's new moisture-resistant packaging. This is a nice touch for those of us who sometimes leave ammo in our range bags or hunting packs where it might be exposed to the elements. Pros. Specifically designed for revolvers, filling a much-needed gap in the market, the RevX coating significantly reduces barrel leading. Special powder formula optimized for shorter barrels. Moisture-resistant packaging protects your investment. Affordable at around $8.99 for a box of 50. Cons. Not as readily available as other Remington products yet. Slightly more expensive than standard .22 LR. Performance advantage is minimal in semi-auto firearms, limited to a single bullet weight option, 40 grain. Bottom line, if you're a wheel gun enthusiast or just prefer shooting .22 revolvers, these rounds are absolutely worth seeking out. They address specific revolver issues while maintaining the affordability we all love about rimfire shooting. Remington has really delivered something special for the revolver community here. Next up is something for all you quiet shooting enthusiasts. CCI has just launched their Suppressor Max line, and these rounds take suppressed shooting to the next level. Round number 2, CCI Suppressor Max. Now, CCI already makes great suppressor ammo, but these new Suppressor Max rounds are specifically designed to be the absolute quietest .22 LR rounds on the market. They're pushing a heavy 45-grain lead round nose bullet at just 900 feet per second, which is well below the sound barrier. According to CCI's published data, the Suppressor Max produces about 10% less sound than their standard quiet .22 loads when fired through a suppressed firearm. That might not sound like much, but in the world of suppressed shooting, every decibel counts. The bullet itself features a heavier 45-grain design with what CCI calls their clean lube coating. This lubricant reduces friction in the barrel and helps to minimize the sound of the bullet traveling down the bore. The heavier bullet also means better terminal performance on target, despite the lower velocity. The Suppressor Max rounds come in 50-round boxes with CCI's premium packaging. Each round is inspected multiple times during the manufacturing process to ensure consistency, which is crucial for both accuracy and sound reduction. For hunters who use suppressors, these rounds offer a significant advantage. Pros: quite possibly the quietest commercially available .22 LR ammunition. Heavy 45-grain bullet provides good terminal performance despite low velocity. Reliably cycles in most semi-auto firearms. Clean burning formula leaves minimal residue, specially formulated for suppressor use. Cons: premium price point at around $12.99 for 50 rounds. Limited availability at retailers. Not suitable for hunting at longer ranges due to lower velocity. Bullet drop becomes significant beyond 50 yards. Requires zeroing your optics specifically for these loads. If you're a suppressor owner looking for the ultimate in quiet plinking, these rounds are absolutely worth the premium price. The combination of extreme noise reduction and reliable cycling makes these our new go-to for suppressed shooting sessions. Round number 3. Federal Hammer Down 22 LR. Federal's Hammer Down line has been popular with lever-action rifle shooters for years now, but this year they've finally expanded the line to include .22 LR, and we couldn't be more excited. The Hammer Down 22 LR features a 40-grain flat-nose solid copper bullet that's specifically designed for tube-fed magazines in lever-actions and pump-action rifles. The flat nose provides better energy transfer on impact, while the solid copper construction ensures reliable expansion. Federal's engineering team has designed the nose cavity of the bullet to begin expanding at velocities as low as 900 feet per second, which means you'll get consistent terminal performance even from shorter barrels or at longer ranges where the bullet has shed some velocity. The flat nose profile serves two critical functions. It feeds reliably in tube magazines, where pointed bullets could potentially cause accidental discharges if the rifle is dropped or jarred, and it creates a larger wound channel on impact compared to round-nose bullets. This means quicker, more ethical harvests on small game. Another interesting feature of the Hammer Down 22 LR is the nickel-plated cases. These provide smoother feeding in lever-action firearms, resist corrosion better than brass cases, and make it easier to locate ejected cases if you like to reload your rimfire brass for practice. Federal rates these rounds at 1,260 feet per second from a 20-inch barrel, which puts them in the standard velocity category. This is an intentional choice. The engineers at Federal found that this velocity provided the optimal balance between energy, accuracy, and reliable feeding in lever-action firearms. The Hammer Down 22 LR comes in distinctive packaging that clearly separates it from Federal's other rimfire offerings. Each 50-round box features detailed ballistic information, including trajectory tables specific to lever-action rifles with typical iron sight heights. Pros: specifically designed for lever-action and pump-action rifles. Reliable feeding in tube magazines. Solid copper bullet is environmentally friendly. Flat nose design improves terminal performance. Nickel-plated cases improve feeding reliability. Cons: more expensive than traditional lead bullet options at $13.99 for 50 rounds. Limited to standard velocity, which may not be optimal for all applications. Copper bullets may not engage rifling as well in some older firearms. May be overkill for simple plinking or target shooting. Limited distribution compared to Federal's mainstream offerings. For those of us who love our lever guns, having a premium .22 LR load specifically designed for these classic firearms is a welcome addition. The reliable feeding and terminal performance make these worth the extra cost for hunting applications. Round number 4. AGUILA Super Extra Hollow Point. AGUILA has long been known for quality rimfire ammunition at competitive prices, and their new Super Extra Hollow Point rounds continue that tradition with some significant improvements for 2025. The new Super Extra HP features AGUILA's redesigned hollow point cavity that they're calling Rapid Expansion Technology. These 38-grain copper-plated hollow points have been engineered for controlled expansion at typical .22 LR velocities. One of the biggest challenges with rimfire hollow points has always been getting reliable expansion at the relatively low velocities of .22 LR. Many designs either fail to expand at all or expand too aggressively, leading to poor penetration. AGUILA's engineers have addressed this with a completely redesigned cavity geometry. The new cavity features what AGUILA calls a stepped design. with an initial wider opening that tapers down to a narrower channel. This progressive design initiates expansion more reliably at the lower velocities while controlling the rate of expansion to ensure adequate penetration. According to Aguila's published data, these bullets will expand to approximately 0.36 inches in diameter, nearly double their original size, while still penetrating to a depth of 9 to 10 inches in ballistic gelatin. That's an ideal balance for small game hunting, providing enough trauma to ethically harvest the animal without excessive meat damage. The Super Extra HP uses Aguila's premium brass cases and their proprietary Surefire priming compound. This formulation is designed to reduce the prevalence of DUDs, which can be a common issue with rimfire ammunition. Aguila claims a 99.9% reliability rate with this new primer formulation. Aguila has packaged these rounds in their new water-resistant boxes, which include a clear viewing window so you can check your remaining count without opening the box. They're available in 50-round boxes and 500-round bulk packs for those who like to stock up. Pros: excellent balance of velocity, accuracy, and terminal performance. Redesigned hollow point provides reliable expansion. Copper plating reduces barrel fouling. Very affordable compared to similar premium hunting loads. Enhanced primer reliability and case mouth sealant. Cons: not as widely available as some competitor brands. Some shooters report occasional feeding issues in certain semi-auto firearms. Not optimal for suppressed use due to being supersonic. Limited to 1 bullet weight, 38 grain. Packaging not as premium as some competing brands. The Aguila Super Extra hollow points represent one of the best values in the rimfire hunting world. They offer performance comparable to much more expensive premium hunting loads at a price point that won't break the bank. Round 5cc, I Clean 22 Hyper Velocity. CCI has expanded their popular Clean 22 line this year with their new hypervelocity variant, and it's a game changer for high-speed rimfire applications. Like the original Clean 22, these rounds feature CCI's polymer coating that significantly reduces lead fouling in barrels. But what's new is the velocity. These 32 grain rounds are screaming out of the barrel at an impressive 1,550 feet per second. The Clean 22 hypervelocity rounds feature the same distinctive colored polymer coating as the original Clean 22 line. The coating comes in blue for this hypervelocity variant, making it easy to distinguish from other loads. This isn't just for aesthetics. The polymer coating serves several important functions. First and foremost, it dramatically reduces lead fouling in the barrel. According to CCI's data, firearms fired with Clean 22 ammunition show up to 80% less lead fouling compared to uncoated bullets. This is particularly important for high-volume shooters who want to minimize cleaning time. The 32 grain bullet weight is lighter than traditional .22 LR loads, which typically use 36 to 40 grain bullets. This reduced weight contributes to the higher velocity and creates an extremely flat trajectory, making these rounds ideal for longer-range rimfire shooting. At 100 yards, these hypervelocity rounds drop about 5 inches less than standard velocity loads. That means less holdover estimation and more precise shot placement at extended ranges. For varmint hunters and target shooters who like to stretch the capabilities of their rimfire firearms, this flat trajectory is a game changer. Another benefit of the polymer coating is reduced splashback when shooting steel targets. The coating cushions the impact slightly, reducing the amount of lead particles that rebound from the target. This is a nice safety enhancement for competitive shooters or those who enjoy plinking on steel. The Clean 22 Hypervelocity comes in CCI's premium packaging with 100-round value packs, as well as the standard 50-round boxes. Each round undergoes CCI's rigorous quality control process, including multiple inspections and laser checking of rim thickness for consistent ignition. Pros: exceptional velocity creates flat trajectory for longer-range shooting. Polymer coating significantly reduces barrel fouling. Reduced splashback on steel targets. Distinctive blue coating makes load identification easy. Extended effective range for varmint hunting. Cons: premium price point at $11.99 for 50 rounds. louder report than standard velocity ammunition, may cause excessive wear in some firearms over time due to high pressure, lighter bullet more susceptible to wind drift, less suitable for suppressor use due to supersonic velocity. For shooters looking for maximum flatness in trajectory without sacrificing accuracy, these clean .22 hyper-velocity rounds are hard to beat. They're ideal for longer-range rimfire shooting and small game hunting where you need to stretch your effective range. Round 6. NORMA'S TAC-22 Subsonic. Norma has been steadily expanding their rimfire offerings over the past few years, and their new TAC-22 subsonic rounds represent their entry into the precision subsonic market. The TAC-22 Subsonic features a heavy 42-grain lead-round nose bullet traveling at 990 feet per second. What sets these apart from other subsonic offerings is Norma's claim of match-grade manufacturing tolerances. Another key factor in the accuracy of these rounds is the precisely controlled bullet seating depth. Norma holds this to tolerances of plus or minus 0.002 inches, which ensures consistent bullet release and helps reduce velocity variations. The bullet itself is swagged using Norma's proprietary dies, which create extremely uniform projectiles. The 42-grain bullet weight is an interesting choice that balances several factors. It's heavy enough to maintain good downrange energy despite the subsonic velocity, yet not so heavy that it requires an excessively fast twist rate to stabilize. Norma claims these bullets will stabilize properly in any .22 LR firearm with a 1 to 16-inch twist or faster. Due to their subsonic velocity, these rounds will have a more pronounced trajectory arc compared to standard or high-velocity loads. Norma provides detailed ballistic tables on their website and packaging to help shooters calculate proper holdovers at various distances. When paired with a quality suppressor, these rounds are incredibly quiet. The subsonic velocity eliminates the sonic crack, and Norma's clean-burning powder reduces the gas noise significantly. For both target shooters and hunters who want to minimize noise, these rounds offer a premium option. Norma packages the TAC-22 Subsonic in their distinctive yellow and black boxes, with each 50-round pack sealed in a waterproof barrier to protect against environmental factors. They also include a lot number on each box that can be used to look up the specific quality control data for that production run, a feature normally reserved for true match ammunition. Pros: match-grade accuracy at subsonic velocities, exceptional consistency from round to round, works well in both bolt-action and semi-auto firearms, ideal for suppressed shooting, detailed quality control information available by lot number. Cons: limited availability compared to more established brands, premium price point at $14.99 for 50 rounds, heavy bullet may not stabilize in some firearms with slower twist rates, more pronounced trajectory drop, requires additional holdover knowledge. Not ideal for hunting beyond 75 yards due to velocity limitations. For serious rimfire competitors and hunters who demand the utmost accuracy from subsonic ammunition, Norma's TAC-22 Subsonic is worth seeking out. The combination of match-grade consistency and subsonic velocities makes these rounds a standout in the crowded rimfire market. Round 7 Remington Standard V22LR. Last but certainly not least, we have Remington's new Standard 5 22LR. This is Remington's answer to the growing demand for versatile, reliable .22 LR ammunition that works well across multiple platforms. The Standard 5 features a 40-grain copper-plated round nose bullet traveling at 1,200 feet per second, which puts it right in that sweet spot between standard and high velocity. The copper plating reduces barrel fouling, while the perfectly balanced velocity ensures reliable cycling in semi-autos without being unnecessarily loud. One of the most impressive aspects of the Standard V is its velocity consistency across different barrel lengths. Remington's engineers have developed a powder formulation that produces nearly identical velocities, whether fired from a 16-inch rifle barrel or a 4-inch pistol barrel. This means you can zero multiple firearms with the same ammunition and expect similar points of impact. Remington has also upgraded the priming compound in the Standard V compared to their basic loads. They're using what they call their surefire primer, which shows significantly improved reliability, especially in cold weather conditions. This is particularly important for small game hunters who often find themselves in the field during colder months. The cases themselves are nickel-plated, which provides several benefits: improved feeding reliability in semi-automatic firearms, better corrosion resistance for long-term storage, and easier visibility when looking for spent brass at the range. The nickel plating also helps to prevent rim damage during feeding, which can be a cause of misfires in rimfire ammunition. With a muzzle velocity of 1,200 feet per second, the Standard V strikes an excellent balance between trajectory and noise level. The rounds remain supersonic out to about 75 yards in standard conditions, providing a relatively flat trajectory within that range while not being excessively loud like hypervelocity loads. Remington has priced the Standard V aggressively at just $6.99 for a box of 50, making them only slightly more expensive than their basic Golden Bullet loads. They're also available in bulk packs of 525 rounds in a pour bottle, which brings the per-round cost down even further. Pros: exceptional price-to-performance ratio. Balanced velocity works well across multiple platforms. Copper plating reduces barrel fouling. Nickel-plated cases improve feeding reliability. Consistent velocity across different barrel lengths. Enhanced primer for improved cold weather performance. Cons: not specialized for any particular application, slightly less accurate than dedicated match loads. Copper plating adds minimal cost over standard lead rounds. Limited to a single bullet weight option, not subsonic, so not ideal for maximum suppressor performance. If you're looking for a do-it-all point .22 LR round that won't break the bank, Remington's Standard V should be at the top of your list. The combination of reliability, accuracy, and affordability makes these rounds perfect for high-volume shooting sessions. So there you have it, folks. 7 new .22 LR rounds that hit the market in 2025, each bringing something unique to the table. Whether you're looking for match-grade accuracy, hunting performance, or just affordable plinking, the rimfire market continues to innovate. We'd love to hear about your experiences with any of these new rounds. Drop a comment below and let us know which ones you've tried and what you think of them. Are there other new rimfire loads we missed that deserve attention? Let us know about those too. As always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and consider subscribing for more ammunition and firearm content. We'll see you in the next one.